Hi everybody, my name is Dylan Yates and I'm going to be talking about newspapers and magazines. Okay, so for the first newspaper I picked the Washington Post. So the Washington Post is located in Washington, D.C. It covers national and then bigger international news. It has a full digital edition available online and is owned by Jeff Bezos. So the next one I did was the Leaf Chronicle. So this is like right here in Tennessee, right in Clarksville. It's located in Clarksville, Tennessee. It covers mostly local and state news. It doesn't really get into any national, and it usually never touches international news. It started in 1808, but it originally was named Clarksville Chronicle, and then it merged with the Tobacco Leaf to make the Leaf Chronicle in 1890. So that's how it got its Leaf Chronicle name. And this is a daily newspaper. Okay, some of the similarities and some of the differences. So obviously they both cover news. They both use a subscription base. And then they both were started in the 1800s. And obviously they both are daily newspapers. Some of the differences: the Leaf Chronicle covers local news, while the Washington Post covers national and some of international news. The Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos, obviously in Clarksville, like he's not going to own the Leaf Chronicle. And the Washington Post can be viewed on the news app on your phone. Again, my thoughts on both. The Washington Post has a far greater reader base and has more influence on people than the Leaf Chronicle. Obviously, if more people are going to read it, more people are going to listen to it. Clarksville residents, however, are more likely to trust the Leaf Chronicle due to the fact that it's based locally and it's ran by local people as well. So especially people, living here their whole lives, they're going to trust the people that write the Leaf Chronicle. Either way, people take news in the newspaper very seriously and usually see it as the truth. A lot of people see it as if it's going through, there's a writer, there's researchers, and then there's a bunch of editors. And if it goes through all those tiers, it's more reliable than something that you just read on Facebook or something like that it's just like one person on their couch writing. Okay, now we're going to do magazines. So for the first magazine, I picked Time Magazine. Time Magazine releases weekly issues. It covers mainly national and international news. Once a year, it features a Person of the Year. The first Person of the Year was Charles Lindbergh in 1927. And the most recent one was Greta Thunberg in 2019. And this is a picture of Donald Trump. He was never a Person of the Year. He was the runner-up, I believe in 2016, but he was never on it. That's the picture I picked. The next one for magazines, I picked People Magazine. People Magazine releases issues weekly. It has a huge reader base, over 46 million people. It's one of the biggest magazines people read. It started back in 1974. It focuses mostly on like celebrity and people drama, using a lot of clickbait. Like they use clickbait to get readers to purchase their copies, such as this. Like it's talking about a scandal, college admissions scandal, and she's at a breaking point and everything. Which it did happen, the college admissions scandal, but they kind of blow it up to make it look like she's falling apart and everything like that. Okay, similarities and differences. So both release news of some sort. They both often have subscribed readers. Obviously, you can go into Walmart or Kroger and pick up like a single People magazine or anything like that. But a lot of people do subscribe to them, get them in the mail, and they're both pretty popular in the magazine community. Some of the differences: People magazine focuses more on drama, like I said, celebrities, drama, what they're doing. Time magazine has been around for longer, and Time magazine has more news-based content in it. It's not focused necessarily on drama as it is more getting news across to everybody. Okay, my thoughts on both. Magazines aren't as popular as they once were due to the ease of use of the internet. Obviously, you can join, instead of getting a cooking magazine, you can look up recipes online, like millions of them. It's just easier and it's free. This hasn't stopped the success of these magazines, however, and the weight that their weekly issues carry. Most people read magazines for entertainment today rather than for the news. Like I said, you can get news. Obviously, more people are going to go to the newspaper rather than Time magazine to get news. And in conclusion, both magazines and newspapers have had to adapt to the digital era, otherwise they would face extinction. Newspapers are still used pretty widely throughout the U.S. and are very popular among older generations, especially the ones that don't really want to evolve into the technology. Magazines are great for drama-filled content, but not as effective at getting important news across to people. Thank you.